I am Dr. Shileste Overton Morris, the Director at the Center for Schools and Communities and the Chief Program Officer at the Central Susquehanna Intermediate Unit. And I'd like to welcome you today to Discussions with the Director. The purpose of these discussions is to really elevate our core 4 values at the CSIU in alignment with our work at the center. Our core 4 values include service to others, passion for excellence, equity in action, and innovation for growth. Today's focus will be on service to others and passion for excellence. We'll be highlighting School Resource Officer Day, which is in February, and Dr. Joey Melvin will be talking to us about that today.
Pleasure to be here, Shileste, and thank you. And school resource officers play such an integral role in school safety, and the Center for Safe Schools has a very strong connection to school resource officers throughout the state of Pennsylvania and well beyond. The school resource officer role is very comprehensive, and as they're deployed into our schools, their roles vary and they cover law enforcement. Also, they serve as an educator and they serve as an informal counselor within those schools, and that's really important to that nexus between the community, the school, the students, and the parents. And
So, can you tell me what might be some particular concerns among school resource officers?
Yeah, so strategically, the Center for Safe Schools follows the trends across the Commonwealth and nationwide. And by monitoring those trends, we can apply very specific resources to the school resource officers and to the schools to help them in their roles. So as we've had a big push for threat assessment implementation in schools, we provide training for them to be part of those teams. We also provide supports during critical incidents to help them through and help them mitigate those different emergencies and make sure that these mandates aren't simply just the checking of a box. They actually can be implemented. And as you know, we're very geographically diverse across the Commonwealth, and those needs range in different heights. So we have to make sure we have connections throughout the state and deploy them to the specific site-specific needs that they have.
The work that you've been able to engage in at the Center for Safe Schools really has had a more national approach to it. So kudos to you for really expanding the reach of the Center for Safe Schools, which was primarily statewide, but understanding that nationally, right, this idea of the diversity that happens among school districts and where there's what setting they're in, what kind of students they serve, and what those communities and families look like really does bring another layer to your expertise around school safety and how you can support school resource officers as the director of the Center for Safe Schools.
Yeah, the centers, and I'm very honored that we have a tremendous relationship with other organizations which really help us deploy these resources. One of those most significant is the National Association of School Resource Officers. I'm able to serve in that capacity as an instructor with them, also as a Region 3 director, and be able to have very close contact with SROs, and very importantly, up and coming SROs, to be part of the instructor cadre to help them understand how important it is to understand the diverse populations and the impacts that adverse childhood experiences and trauma have on student individuals, but also the communities as a whole. And as we can do that, that's one of our most powerful methods to mitigate, these terrible incidents that we have at our schools. It's something that we're very proud of. It's difficult to measure. You can't really capture data on stuff that we prevent, but we know that our efforts through the center and our partnerships are having a positive impact.
Right. And so I think it's important for those watching to know that they are getting the very best when they call a Center for Safe Schools. And as you said, your own experience as an instructor for NASRO has really allowed you to have a different kind of lens that I think most schools and districts may not be privy to?
Nationally, it's being recognized that as on February 15th is National School Resource Officer Day. It's just a day to kind of demonstrate some appreciation for officers that are specifically deployed within our schools, and we're very excited to take part in that. And I would just add as well something I think is important to our efforts at the center and what we're able to do. We take a very comprehensive approach, but the ability to collaborate with other divisions within our center is paid huge dividends when it comes to school safety. So, 21C, Poseidon, CIPSL, ELD, to have all these opportunities to communicate directly. And again, going back to monitoring trends and hearing what their needs are directly from their mouth to our ears, and then we're able to decide what resources need to be. So that's a huge compliment to what we're able to do is the structure of the center.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing up the other initiatives, and all those acronyms represent a different initiative here at the center. So please visit our website at centerforschoolsandcommunities.org and learn more about that acronym soup that Joey just shared. But I do think that one of the things that is unique about our work is because we do have such a strong intersection with people who are on the ground, who are in the field, and really are intentional and deliberate about listening to what their needs are and developing programs, resources, tools that assist them in meeting whether it's a challenge or a new opportunity that presents itself to schools and districts. So thank you, Joey, very much for being here and talking with me today. And thank you for joining us as well. We hope you learn more about the Center for Schools and Communities and how we live our values. We ask you to visit our website at centerforschoolsandcommunities.org or our YouTube channel. Thank you.